Hello again, welcome back to Frances Brown Art, and today I'm going to show you how to paint a stone. I'm in a caravan, I'm on holiday at the beach, so this is the kind of thing that we're going to do. Stones that look like the sea with the beach. So I've got this big stone from the beach the other day, and I'm just going to start. So I'm going to make the white part, which is going to be the kind of the sea area, that's going to be the foamy bit, and then so you always need tissue because everything needs to be different colors. So we're going to start with this, with the beach. So we're just going to put a bit of some color on. It really doesn't matter what colors, just enjoy the process and have a bit of fun. So these are the colors. People think that sand is yellow, but actually it isn't really. I've got a little bit of yellow, and I've got some yellow ochre, and I've got a bit of orangey browny color, but it doesn't matter, and I'll show you why in just a sec. So that's going to be my beach. Now this is really wet, and here we have a bowl of sand which I picked up. So I'm going to sprinkle the sand over. So this is completely reminding me of being here. This is one of my favourite beaches. I'm in Devon, in South Devon, a place called Chalabra. If anyone gets the opportunity to come here, it's lovely. So that's that. Now, in order to blend that in with the white, we're going to get a little bit, clean finger, get a little bit more white, and then dash it on. So I'm dabbing just to make no harsh lines. And now, of course, you can see that there's a mixture of the yellowy, and I've now got sand on my finger, which is fine and cool. There we go. So that's the beach part done. Then we turn around, and now we're going to do the sea. So out of this, at the sea is always the darkest. So we're going to start with the darkest blue, and then we have a bit of the greeny kind of blue. You can also go onto the finger and then on. You can do both ways, either way, both ways or all the ways. Well, this one's a bit harder. I did a much bigger painting, and it gave me the idea the other day. I think this is gone now. Oh, there it is. So yeah, and it was really fun. So I thought, well, I'll continue on that vein. And this is the like bluer. So this is, oh, there it is. This is my favorite color. It's more turquoisey. So we're going to put that in quite a few different areas, and the whole lot will be blended in. So I mean, now it looks just a bit dreadful. So as soon as you, and I'm doing tapping rather than swiping, because it blends everything really nicely, and also it's much more fun, and you can really feel what's going on. Now if you've got a colour you don't want to mix with a different colour, then just wipe your finger and then go back in. Now the other day I told you about my eating with my fingers, which I'm still doing, by the way. This is looking very blocky, so we're gonna mix, we're gonna do some mixing like this. Okay, that's better. Can't stand blocking. In clothes as well, I think some people really like doing kind of clothes blocking, but I like one solid colour. I'm not that person. There we go. Now I have forgotten my absolute favourite turquoise blue at home, which I'm a bit gutted about actually, but that's all right, because I could always bring some more, I'm going to mix it with the green, bring some more stones, and I can do some more at home as well, so all is not lost. Right, whoops, I've got it on the table. I've got this on a tissue, because obviously this is not my house, and I don't want I don't want to make everything really messy, because I'm going to be the one who has to clean it up before I leave. So now bear in mind, if you have the sea, you sometimes have little like the waves don't just go all right at the end, so sometimes you get little kind of waves across as the sea breaks. So we're gonna, and this is, it's quite a 3D kind of, you probably won't be able to pick that up on the camera, but it looks quite 3D because of the way that it's the tapping thing. So, and you just keep going until you feel like, yeah, that looks fine. And then if you think, oh, actually I don't like that part, then you can always put different colour over the top, and who cares, and it's all going to be fine. Now I have silver, which is here, so if I put a little bit of this on, it will give a bit of a bit of glittery type of a, you know, me and glitter, glittery kind of a feel. And we can put that in with the waves. And we're definitely going to need to put a little bit more white. Over there. Oh, that's better. I quite like that bit now. I don't like this here, so we're going to go with some more white. And on top, doesn't matter, you see, you can change everything. This is the joy of painting, and you know, if you get all stressed when you're painting, then just take a breath and think it doesn't actually matter, because you can always wash the whole lot off and start again, or, you know, do something else. Nothing is that, you know. Oh, I've got this colour. Oh, I forgot about this one. Oh, that one's closed. I can't be bothered to open that one. But this is cool. This is a little bit purpley, so this should be quite pretty if we put it in here. Yeah. So the more colours, and you could do this with just a couple of colours, providing you got some kind of sandy type of situation, and then oh, that's nice. And then maybe something bluey, obviously, that would be helpful. Unless of course you're going to do a sandscape, you could do that as well. And then there we go. So and then you just keep going until you think, all right, that looks awesome. So there we go. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I just need to do a little bit here. I'm actually on the floor trying to, because this is the only place I could get the camera to work. So so I hope that you've enjoyed this. This is the close-up of my seascape stone. Let me know what you think, and oh, and when I go home I'm just going to spray it with some thing to keep it, oh, I'm going to put the words disappeared out of my head, varnish, spray it with some varnish to keep it, and then it'll be ready to give as a present or to put in my house. Okay, lots and lots of love. Have a lovely day. Bye.